Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and as you can see I've flown across to my Maze Bank office here on my Mark II oppressor. Okay then, well today we're going to have a look at purchasing the Progen Tyrus, so why don't we just get started, shall we? Okie dokie, heading on inside, and why not? Now, like I say, we're over here at the Maze Bank offices, and I'm just heading inside my personal office right now. Okay then. Right, in we go, and yes, there's my rather shifty and untrustworthy secretary, yes, greeting me as if she's not up to anything suspicious whatsoever. I hardly trust that lady, I can assure you. Okay then, well, here we are now. We're just at the computer where I like to make my purchases, don't you know, and all that, so we're going to sit on down and see if we can't just log on. Now, the Progen Tyrus can be found under the legendary motorsport website. Okay, now here we go, scrolling down and taking a look for it. Coming in some way halfway down the page, I believe, I'm not entirely certain, and there we go. Okie dokie, right, retailing at a regular price of $2,550,000, it appears, currently on sale when I'm making this video for $1,007,085, or $1,785,000, I should say. Okie dokie, interesting, don't have a choice of colours there, only got the choice of liveries, don't you know, don't often see that on a car. But okay, I think we'll go for yes, I think we'll go for that one, and let's go ahead and order it, and as always, we'll be sending it to my Hillcrest residence. And on this occasion, we'll be getting there in the Ocelot Pariah, or at least trying to get there at any rate. Okay, there we go, had a rather difficult time of it there, didn't I? Okie dokie, well, here we go then, the Hillcrest residence and the Ocelot Pariah without a hood look there. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, let's just hop on inside the garage here and see if the vehicle has been delivered. Like I say, this is the Progen Tyrus. I am not really expecting a great deal from this car. Well, I suppose I am, actually. I mean, it's, what, 2.55, was it? $2.5 million? Something like that. I suppose one should expect quite a lot from it. I'm only really purchasing it, to be quite frank, to add it to my Progen collection. And there we go. Okay, so here we go. What do we think? The Progen Tyrus. Okay, well, I quite like it in a way. It really looks like a kind of a Le Mans style car, almost, you could say. It's got a sort of a racing car, not just the liveries there, but the lines on it sort of do look very functional in the race form, you know. Look at that back window there. Okay, well, there we go. Very interesting. Let's take it on out and see what we think, shall we? Okay, here we go. Heading on the black screen of death, don't you know? Okay, finally. All right, okay, first impression up the hill. Feels rather sluggish, to be quite frank with you. Didn't particularly shoot up there, did it? Okie dokie, right, well, we'll take it on down through the Vinewood Hills, see how she handles suspension. Okay, not too bad at all, right, okay, good brakes too, as it happens. I just stopped so I didn't hit that car now, didn't I? Right, well, it's gripping the, whoops, said Daisy, well, it's gripping the road perfectly fine. It's quite nice handling, I've got to say. Seems to be getting up some speed now, though, as well, doesn't it? Okay, can we jump over this car? And no, we can't, right, that really is a blasted shame now, isn't it? Okay then, right, okay, I'm going to dodge out him and see if we can slip between these two vehicles here. Okay, jolly good, right, let's take it on down to the, down this main straight to that hard bottom left corner there. Okay, right, we are flying now, really, aren't we? Okay, putting in cine camera, can't imagine why I'd be doing that. Okay, and again, what an absolute buffoon. Okie dokie, we're going to hit something, and there we go. Thought as much, that was bound to happen. Okay, hopefully I've got the good sense now not to try that again, and we'll just keep on going like this. Right, okay, it's getting rather fast, I have to say. I mean, I didn't even know what to expect, really, but this is really like a rocket, isn't it? I mean, it's absolutely sort of flying around. Like I say, gripping that road quite nicely. This really is actually quite an impressive car. I mean, one would expect so for over $2 million, $2.5 million, would you believe? But let's see if we can't go and crank that price tag up a little bit more now by taking it into the custom auto shop and performing the necessary upgrades on this vehicle. So, okay, here we go. Like I say, heading on inside. Right, okay, here we are now, the custom auto shop, and we'll just go through the standard upgrades on this vehicle here. And as always, we'll be speeding this part of the video up just to hurry things along somewhat, you know, give you an idea still of what you can do. Right, okay, let's have a look, shall we, then. Right, interesting, really. Not a great deal of options on this car, one could say, really. But I suppose it is supposed to be a bespoke racing car, and in that regard you wouldn't be tinkering about with it too much. Okay, those are the liveries, just two of them, or none perhaps. Okay, well, I think I'll have a look at the colour, and You know, I don't know if I do like the liveries, to be honest with you. I think I might just go and take them off. Yes, there we go. Okay, yes, my other Progens, I should say, don't have any liveries. I want to keep this in the same kind of styling as the other two Progens. So yes, I think I'll just take off that livery there and go through the colours. See what we think. What about white? I don't know, Squire. I don't intend to put this car in my white collection. I don't think. It depends how it drives, you know, with all these upgrades. But it just looks quite snazzy, the white, doesn't it? Perhaps with the livery on it? No, I don't like that. Okay then, well, here we go then, the fully upgraded Progen Tyrus. Let's take it on down to the street and see how she handles now then. Okie dokie, righty-o, like I say, Progen Tyrus, $2.5 million, right, okay. And we're whizzing up the hill there, and we are going really rather fast, aren't we? Okie dokie. Righty-o, it's got an incredible sound to this car as well. The engine really does, sounds like it's absolutely trying to rip itself out of the chassis there. Okie dokie, so here we go, the bottom right corner. What do we think? Slowing it down dramatically, really, and I've still slid off. Right, okay, that seemed quite atrocious now, didn't it? I slowed the car down quite dramatically, and it still lost traction. I'm not entirely impressed with that, I've got to say. Right, okay, still going quite fast now, aren't we? I've got to say, that top-end speed there really is quite impressive. Okay, bottom left-hand corner, let's see how it goes. Right, hit the lampers, but not too bad, actually, not nearly as bad as that right-hand. Okay, whoops, that daisies, right, okay, right, that's a shame. Yes, I'm not entirely sure what I think of this car. She said, you know, we don't normally do this, but I think I'm going to take it for a second lap and see what I think. Okay, I can't make up my mind one way or the other. It's either a very good or sort of average, really. Right, okay, there we go. That's an indication. Right, that's really rather good the way it got around the corner there. Okay, I think I'm perhaps starting to get a handle on this car. Get a feel for it, don't you know? Right, and I ain't quite one thirst at my word. Look at us go. Right, okay, right, this bottom right corner had reduced, slowing it down dramatically. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I did go rather heavy on the foot brake there. So I think when we come down to this bottom left corner, I'll give it a little bit more handbrake. See how she handles in those circumstances. My God, look at her go. She's like going like a bullet. My word. Okay, and here we go. Handbraking a little bit more and completely lost it. Okay, well, that's only to be expected, I suppose. So what do we think? The Progen Tyrus, $2.55 million. $2 million, 550,000, something like that. I can't be entirely sure. What do we think? Can't say, really. You're going to have to put it up against some other cars, I think, before we get an idea. I mean, incredibly fast and very agile, really. A very nice car, but we'll see. We'll take it out against the Ocelot, shall we? The Ocelot XA21, shall we? And that's not my Progen Tyrus there. That's my good friend Mr. Wolf's, don't you know? But it is fully upgraded and all that sort of business, so we'll see how they handle. Okay, and it's quite decisive, isn't it? The Ocelot XA21 is absolutely destroying the Progen Tyrus there. Okay, not a good thing really there. But these two cars are in a similar sort of price, mind you, for a similar sort of price range. It's quite a decisive victory, isn't it? I mean, there's no point in even running that test again. You know, that the Ocelot absolutely destroys the Progen. Okay, well, let's give it a go against something much, much cheaper, shall we? This is the Pegassi Zentorno, $725,000, don't you know, up against the Progen Tyrus at $2,550,000, something like that, I do believe. Okie dokie, right then, let's see how she handles this time. Right, okay. Oh dear, it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good at all. Right, okay then, this Zentorno here, like I say, less than a third of the price of that Progen Tyrus, and okay, even in my sort of dodgy hands. Okay, well, he's catching this. Okay, finally, maybe it's going to do something. Okay, are we going to get something for our money from the Progen Tyrus? No, we're not. We're going to get absolute disappointment, aren't we? $2.5 million down the drain, I do believe. Okie dokie, right, well, surely not. Maybe that was a fluke. We'll give it another go, shall we, and have a look. It's not starting off the same, though, isn't it? Let's be quite frank about these things. It does look as though that Progen Tyrus is somewhat being left in its wake there. Okay, not good at all, I'm afraid. I mean, these Progens really aren't the best cars. I mean, they look quite stylish and all that. They've got an extremely high price tag, don't you know, for what they are. And they dramatically underperform on the track every single time, it seems. Okie dokie, I mean, perhaps the Progen T20 have been the best of them so far, I'm not entirely sure, but oh my God, yes, that's shocking. Right, like I say, 725,000 for the Zentorno, 2,550,000 for the Progen Tyrus. As you can see, I'm in it now, and my good God, how do you feel if you spend that money? You'd be absolutely gutted, wouldn't you? Absolutely shocked. Look at that, and it's just pulling away. Okay, try and get around this corner. Okay, that's my shocking driving, to be quite frank with you. They didn't do it much justice there, but I think it's quite clear, isn't it, really? The Pegassi Zentorno is absolutely destroying this this Progen here, and that really is shocking, shocking news. Okay, so I suppose that helps inform us, really. What do we think of the Progen Tyrus? Raspberries, that's what we think of it. It's absolutely shocking, and don't waste your money on it. What can I say? I mean, it's a nice car in itself, don't get me wrong, top-end speed, handling, and all that sort of business. But if you're going to get beaten by a car that costs sort of less than a third the amount, you're going to be feeling rather sore. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, thank you for watching.